Hey, what's happening, you guys? So I'm going to talk about 5 things I hate about my BMW X5M for owning it for over a year now. So I bought the car with 61,000 miles on it. It's got 75,000 miles on it now. The first thing I don't like about this car, and I do like about it, but the tires. So it's a staggered fitment. So if you don't know what a staggered fitment means, is there's 2 different sizes of tires. So in the fronts, I've got 285s. In the rears, I've got 325s. Absolutely massive tires. There's Ferraris and Lambos that don't even have 325s in the rear. So it's a lot of grip, but the problem is you cannot rotate the tires. I go through tires like crazy, and I'm on my winter set right now, winter wheels with my winter tires. For the winter tires, I paid about $1,900 for, and I actually had to get 2 different tire companies. My summer tires, that was another $2,200 because they're Michelin Pilot 4S's. So this car is very expensive as far as tires. You could go to a square setup, which means I could be running 285s or 295s all around, but then I lose that very aggressive look in the back, which I love, because if you look at pictures of my car, and I'll put one right here, the tires are so wide and so aggressive from the rear. The second thing I hate about this car is the depreciation value. A lot of cars have depreciation value, this one especially. Like, I know some type of Jeeps, Wranglers, they love to hold value, and Fords, but with BMW X5Ms, BMWs, they depreciate, unfortunately. So back in 2016, which is my car is a 2016 BMW X5M, this car base model was $98,000. This one is the top model, so it probably would have been around $105,000 brand new. I picked mine up for $58,000 last year, and it's hovering around $40,000, $37,000 for this car. So it sucks losing money in car, but I'm more of a smiles per gallon kind of guy. The third thing I hate about my car is I've had 4 Audis, 1 VW, and 1 Nissan Xterra, and in every single car, it didn't matter if I had the doors open or closed, the car would still move. But with this BMW, if you have a door that's not closed all the way, if I have a trunk that's not open all the way or closed all the way, the car will not move until every single door is closed. And I'll never forget the first time that happened to me. I'm like, why isn't my car moving? I had to call a friend that has a BMW X5M, and I'd ask him why. It was like, call me blonde. I've never seen that in any car. My fiance said she saw it in a Jeep once. I've never had a Jeep, so I wouldn't know. But I think that's kind of stupid. I mean, I get it, but I think it's kind of stupid. I'm gonna go put my car in reverse, and door reverse. Door's not closed. So the fourth thing I hate about this car is in between the seats, there is a gap that's about that much, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you have 888 horsepower in this car, even stock, anytime I would give my car gas, my keys, my phone, my wallet, especially my wallet, it would go flying in between this gap, and then I got to worry about scratching the leather down here to reach them and grab them. So I had to go on Amazon and buy some drop stops. So obviously you put the seatbelt in there and fill that gap, and it's changed my life. So I recommend this for any BMW X5M owner. Fills that gap. I have giant fingers, and I can stick my whole hand down that gap. My iPhone 15 Pro Max, gone. When my iPhone does get flown out of my pocket from me launching it or getting on it, the good thing is it does actually end up, so it'll end up down there, and then with all the movement, it'll actually end up in the back seat on the floor. So it'll end up like right here. Here's the drop stop, like I talked about. It's cloth, so it will not scratch your leather. And there you go, that gap is now gone, and my iPhone is right there. I'm gonna leave these drop stops linked in the description below. If you got a BMW or you got a giant gap in between your seats, I highly recommend these. The fifth thing I hate about my car is actually underneath the car. It is my transfer case and the drive shaft. So the transfer cases on these cars get so much torque that it's a torque monster, so it is putting a lot of power to those wheels. Transfer cases go out all the time on these cars. It is very expensive when they go out. Mine unfortunately went out, so I sent mine over to Pure Drivetrain Solutions in New York City. It got shipped from Chicago to New York to got fully rebuilt, heat treated internals. They're not paying me to say this. I just wanted to throw that out there so you guys know that you can upgrade your transfer case. The drive shaft, there is an upgrade with my boy Tony. It is fulltorquedriveshafts.com, and I will link that in the bio below. But the splines on the drive shaft are so tiny, and with Tony's upgraded one, they're about that much different. So it'll hold in there and handle all that power. It's also fully serviceable, that drive shaft. So make sure you check that out below. I'm also gonna put a link in the description of my brother Chad at Dynamic BMW on what the upgraded drive shaft is. So make sure you check that out as well. A little bonus thing about this car, so it drinks gas like water with it being a V8 twin turbo. This carbon fiber gas cap actually adds 5 horsepower, just so you guys know.